Yo, what's going on? But oh my god! What's going on? Welcome back to another exploded video, and today we are going to be ranking John Cena's retirement tour matches from F tier all the way to S. Obviously, the tier list goes F, D, C, B, A, S. And the first match we're going to talk about is the Royal Rumble itself. However, we are doing like John Cena and his opponents, not John Cena and 29 other men. Because some of those men already got thrown out, so technically they're not 29. I mean, I guess you would say, but... However, this match was kind of good. It was actually really good. Probably the best Royal Rumble ever. But, however, this was circled about, like, can John Cena win this Royal Rumble and go on to face Cody Rhodes? If not, what is going the future look like for him? So, I am going to put this in the B tier. I know, controversial opinion, not A or S. Like I said, the best Royal Rumble ever. However, I'm talking about John Cena-wise, not all the opponents. Say, like, CM Punk, Seth, and Roman. They all had that moment. Was John Cena in there? No, this is John Cena's retirement tour, not their retirement tour. So that's why I'm putting it in B tier. Next up is the Elimination Chamber. This match was really good. This was literally all focused around, can John Cena do it? And if he can't, what is the outcome? Like, what's going to happen? He has no title to go after right now. However, he does end up winning in that cinema. I know that word is so much overused. But that was a cinema ending, to be real, with CM Punk and John Cena, where John Cena had to take that chance when CM Punk was out, courtesy of Seth Rollins, which he made CM Punk tap out, I think. However, the ending to the whole Elimination Chamber was John Cena turning heel, and that was fantastic, because that's all centered around John Cena. I am going to put that in the S tier. Next up is Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the Undisputed Championship. This match was hyped up to be one of the greatest matches ever. I thought it was too. I thought it was going to be better than WrestleMania 40, Cody versus Roman. However, apparently not. I guess I was wrong, because this match was kind of buns. However, I am going to put this in the D tier because it was good at the start, but then it started to go downhill at the end. So that's why I'm going to put it in the D tier, not F. Next up is Backlash. This match was really good. CM Punk. Whoa, that's not it. Randy Orton versus John Cena for the Undisputed Championship. This match, fantastic. I don't know where John Cena's fire was when he was going against Cody Rhodes. Because, honestly, seeing these two men about to push 50 years old, seeing these two men go at the pace they were going and seeing where they were doing, see what they were doing, fantastic, peak. I'm going to put this in the S tier. I'm not going to put it above Elimination Chamber, but I am going to put it behind the Elimination Chamber in the S tier. Next up is John Cena versus R-Truth for the Undisputed Championship at Saturday Night's Main Event. We all knew R-Truth wasn't going to win it. We all knew it's going to be a quick match since R-Truth is more of a comic person. And I love R-Truth, but this match was not very good. I get it, not the rivalry, because R-Truth wasn't hating on Cena. However, this match was lackluster because they didn't really care about, like, R-Truth. They were just like, oh, he's a comic person. They're just not going to win. They're just going to have him win against the GOAT, John Cena. I feel like this is the part where these matches might be switched up, because I don't know if the Money in the Bank went before or after CM. Oh, my God. I can't stop saying CM Punk. I don't know if the Money in the Bank match went after or before R-Truth versus John Cena on SmackDown. However, I don't really care. The Money in the Bank match, this was good for me. I thought I liked it. However, a lot of people were like, oh my God, this match sucked. It wasn't that bad to me. It had no stakes, though, and it felt kind of weird because, like, a couple months later, he would just turn face and face Logan Paul and then team with Cody Rhodes. Kind of made no sense. However, I am going to put this in the C tier. Not that bad of a match for me, honestly. Next up is R-Truth versus John Cena, or Ron Killings versus John Cena on SmackDown. I didn't really care for this match. I'm going to put this at the end of F tier because it was on pay-per-view, which meant it had no high stakes. Just no one really cared. Next up is the Night of Champions, CM Punk versus John Cena. Really great match, honestly. I personally love this match. It's one of John Cena's best matches ever. I feel like this retirement tour had the best of John Cena ever. I am personally this. It was fun. It was a fun feud. It was a fun match. We saw CM Punk copy John Cena's old gimmick with the World Life gimmick. I thought this was really cool. I like the match a lot as well. I am going to put this above the Elimination Chamber. That might be a hot take. Next up is the SummerSlam match with John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship. This is when John Cena was face at the time. This match is really good. However, I do think they overused their finishers a little bit too much. However, this is John Cena's best match by far ever. So I am going to put this in the S tier. And obviously the storyline was that John Cena's now babyface. He's now just going to let Cody Rhodes have that chance that he never had so far. Next up is the somewhat boring, didn't need it type of match with John Cena and Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul and somebody else. I forgot who the other person was. I am just going to put this down. I'll put it at the lowest of F tier because no stakes, nothing at all. Didn't need the match. Next up is, by far, John Cena's one of the best matches. Logan Paul versus John Cena. This is really good. I just had it on earlier, and it was fantastic. There was no storyline. However, if there's no storyline needed to have a great match, then it's just going to be a great match overall. And that, however, the storyline should impact a little bit of the match. However, this didn't need a storyline. It felt like they had so much story building up to this, but they had like no story at all. So I am going to put this in the S tier below the Elimination Chamber. I'll put it above Backlash. Next up is the Sami Zayn Open Challenge to John Cena for the United States Champion. We all knew John Cena wasn't going to win this. However, it was a good throwback to when John Cena gave Sami Zayn the opportunity for that U.S. title, who helped him build his career. I do think this was a great match. I mean, it had that story, and honestly, I'm going to put it in the A tier because it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. Next up is John Cena versus AJ Styles, one of maybe the second best, maybe the first best match of John Cena's all-time career. I mean, who is going to say that this match was all right or was good or was great? This was fantastic. I mean, the tribute to Bray Wyatt, everyone got their tears flowing, let's be real. There was no storyline needed. Is that they just had, every time AJ Styles and John Cena were in the ring together, they made something special in that ring. I am going to put this below John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, but above John Cena versus CM Punk. Next up is the horrible WrestlePalooza match, which was John Cena against Brock Lesnar, just a squash match with 8 F5s. They didn't need any of that. I'm going to put that at the bottom of the F tier. It's just really bad. Next up is Dominic Mysterio versus John Cena for the Intercontinental Champion at Raw. And woo, this was a great match. We finally got to see the Super Cena that we all kind of wanted. It wasn't the best match. However, I will put in the A above Sami Zayn. Next up is the 6-man tag team match with John Cena, Sheamus, and Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and Dominic Mysterio. This wasn't a bad match, however, it wasn't needed. It was fun to see all those people that John Cena faced, and obviously he was friends with in the back. I will put this in the B tier below the Royal Rumble. Next up is John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio at Survivor Series. What a great match. I feel like this was really needed. It was to put over Dominic Mysterio, and he put up all the rest of the Judgment Day. He's I don't want to put myself over, honestly, because John Cena, he always wanted to make himself look good. He was always using that power in the backstage to make himself win against matches after matches. Really great match. Honestly, I am going to put Survivor Series in the S tier below CM Punk and John Cena. No, above CM Punk and John Cena, but below AJ Styles versus Cena. Next up is the John Cena versus Gunther match. Honestly, a lot of people hate it, probably because of the ending. However, I kind of liked it. I felt like it was like crazy. It's like I was crying during John Cena's entrance. I was crying when John Cena was about to win. I was crying when John Cena was about to lose. I cried when Cena tapped out. I cried at the ending of Saturday Night's Main Event. I do not like Triple H for that idea for him to tap out, though. However, this was a great match. It was like building intensity. It's like, can John Cena fight out of it? And like every time John Cena fought out of that, he got put back in. Honestly, I'm going to put this above the John Cena and Cody Rhodes match at WrestleMania in the D category. Now let me show you everything I have. So we have, at the worst match ever, we have John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Then we have that random tag team match that we didn't need. The SmackDown match between R-Truth and John Cena. The Saturday Night's Main Event against R-Truth. Then at the D tier, we had Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Then at the top of the D tier, we had John Cena versus Gunther. Then at number C tier, just alone, was the tag team match on Money in the Bank. Then on the B tier was the 6-man tag team match. I wasn't needed at all, but like I said, it was still fun to see. And the Royal Rumble, B tier at the top. Then Sami Zayn, the Open Challenge. Then the Dominic Mysterio Open Challenge. I guess we can call it Open Challenge. At the bottom of the S tier was Randy Orton versus John Cena at Backlash. Then we had the Clash in Paris match against Logan Paul. Then we had the Elimination Chamber and the CM Punk Night of Champions. And then we had Dominic Mysterio versus John Cena at Survivor Series. Then we had John Cena versus AJ Styles at Crown Jewel. Then we had SummerSlam, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Let me know what you think about the list. I'm finally back. I will be making a New Year's video, obviously. I always do it every week. Oh my God. I always do it every year. I did it in 2022 when it turned 2023. Then I did it in 2024 when it turned 2025. I don't think I did it to 2023 when it turned into 2024. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. However, I'm doing 2025 into 2026, so stay tuned to that. That'll probably be the next video, which will be in a couple of weeks. Anyways, Exploder is out. Peace.